Well, good morning. I wanted to speak briefly this morning about the relationship um, between time and eternity. This is the foundation of our new earth consciousness, is the understanding, the dance or relationship between these two key, again, like principles. Okay, so there's the overriding principle of timelessness that embraces the whole universe, and then there's this principle of time that defines our world, our existence as humans, bodies, and and persons. You know, it's interesting. I think about, again, one of the ways you can understand this dance is how we breathe, or actually how we are breathed. If you really pay attention to your breath, you realize that you don't really have any control over it. You know, you may think you can hold your breath, but not for very long, you can't. So there's this natural rhythm that's going on in this dance, again, between eternity, or the timeless realm, and time. And one of the ways in which we can see it operate is in our breathing. This is why many meditation techniques have you focus on your breath, because literally the universe is breathing you. Your body, your person, is a device being used by the unmanifested, by the energetic principle of the universe, by evolution. It's using you as a communication device. And one of the ways we see this operating is in our breath. Okay, and if you really pay attention, you could say that, you know, the in-breath is the universe breathing you, birthing you, moment by moment by moment. And then there's the space between the in-breath and the out-breath. And on either side of the breath, there's 2 points at which time stops. Okay, so imagine the pendulum of a clock swinging back and forth. There's this rhythm. And as the pendulum reaches the apex on one side, momentarily it stops. Time stops. So I remember years ago when I was first studying consciousness and trying to get how actually is this portal between time and timelessness. How does this portal operate? And I came to realize, and guided by various teachers, to understand this very key dynamic represented in our breath. And at a more subtle level, it's represented in our heartbeat. Okay, so this is the key when I talked before in OASIS, oneness arising from stillness, inspiring simplicity, the acronym for OASIS, that this still point, stillness, the still point, the pendulum stops, the in-breath stops before the out-breath, and it stops before the in-breath. These are the doorways. This is the energetic portal. Okay, it's literally defined by this portal, like there's a membrane between the space-time world and the timeless realm. And what we want to do, we want to become fully conscious of how this operation is happening, how we are being moment by moment, breathed, birthed, moment by moment by moment by moment. Because in this phenomenon is everything. Here is where you can totally consciously die to any ideas, any constructions, all of these things that don't really exist. And you can see the amazing dance. Remember, this is the key. Focus on this interplay, okay, between timelessness and time, this space-time world. Because so many teachers, teachings, just focus on non-dual reality. But it's not exciting. It's not juicy, because what we really want to understand is how eternity, how the sacred oneness of all, how it operates in our, by just saying the world's an illusion or time doesn't exist or whatever, it doesn't really help, because we are called to dance, to participate in this amazing thing called life. Okay, so to brush it off and say, well, life doesn't really exist. It's anything that's part of the duality of the world of life isn't real, so just ignore it. And not helpful. This is why many of the Eastern paths, to me, were missing something, and this is where Jesus and Christianity added something really key. And you probably all know the story about Jesus, as but they called him Isa in the East, that he journeyed to these areas in Tibet where he received his training. Okay, and then he brought that knowledge about reality, about light, about love, about energy. He brought that awakened consciousness back to the West, became, but a critical thing for him, his understanding, which I think superseded the Eastern masters, is he saw the importance of our existence bringing heaven to earth, okay, manifesting heaven on earth. So again, the unmanifested heaven manifesting through me, through you, on earth, that this was the key to his existence. This is what he understood, that we have this Christ function, and that makes our life here on earth holy. That makes the world, life on earth, holy, sacred, beautiful, amazing. I mean, this is the joy of living, to be these immense, powerful spiritual beings at play in the fields of the Lord, here in the world, enjoying, bringing this amazing thing, this phenomenon, the interplay of the timelessness, heaven, and the world, earth, bringing heaven and earth together, and that we are that portal. And you can see your breath as the mechanism. Okay, so the breath is energy that's feeding a body with oxygen. The breath and, of course, the beating heart. So you could look at either or both of these mechanisms. But in both of these mechanisms, there is an existence of this, these windows, these portals, and you could focus on that. Because this is what happens when your breathing stops, when the universe stops breathing you. You will drop your body and your person. You, the eternal you still exist. The universe has finished. Your usefulness has been finished, okay? Whether you're 30 years old or 90 years old or whatever. It doesn't really matter the age of your body, but your purpose has been completed, and the universe says, it stops. The breathing stops. Moments later, the heart stops. Your body and your person stop. You don't stop. You're very much fully in existence. So the secret to an amazing life and the secret to our new earth is that humans in this new earth, like me, Sun King, are fully aware of this relationship, are fully aware of our eternal, our immortal reality. And we get to enjoy, as immortal beings, this dance in the space-time world. And like I've said before, if you practice this awareness, walking with one foot in eternity, one foot in the world, the element of time expands infinitely, where your day, your experience, your life becomes infinitely abundant. You have a whole different relationship with time and with space, the world, than you did before when you were stuck in egoic or tribal conditioning, okay? Once those things fall away and you're fully aware of this reality, much more real, much more rich, life changes, the whole world changes. It becomes a paradise. It exists as a paradise right now, in this very moment, for me and for others like me who see what it is, this endless opportunity to serve this function, this joyful function. There's no anxiety, there's no depression, there's no, all of those things fall away because we are given this beautiful opportunity. We are being breathed, wake up every morning and say like, holy shit, here's another day. It's always the same day, right? It's always the same day. Groundhog Day. Only we're not trying to accomplish something. The character in Groundhog Day was trying to get out of this paradise. He didn't get it, that this was paradise. To the egoic mind, this thing that I know as paradise seems like a horror story. Are you kidding me? Endless repetition, endless repetition, endless repetition of the one thing. To the ego, that's not interesting at all. Ego likes diversity. Hey, this is a good day. Hey, this day sucks. Hey, this is great. Oh, this is not so great. All of that falls away. There's no more game. There's no more game of comparing and going, ooh, there's good things and there's bad things. Remember my near-death experience. The voice for God was very clear. There is no good thing. There is no bad thing. Everything just is. The isness of everything. That's what we want to embrace. Like, I am. Isness. I am. I am. That is the most exciting. I mean, my body is just vibrating with this energetic joy just in saying that. I am. I am. Not I am today, but I won't be tomorrow. No, I am. That's the eternal you. To really say that, you can say that with your breathing. I am. I am. I mean, this is moment by moment breath you're taking is the universe choosing you to participate in this most holy function, this most joyful function. You are it. There's nothing greater. There's nothing to seek. There's nothing else to accomplish. That is it. That's the highest accomplishment. Eckhart Tolle would say the highest accomplishment of a human is this awakening, is this enlightenment where you know, I am. I am. You know your eternal reality. and you witness it with joy. It's like, it's breathing me. It's beating my heart. I'm not doing it. My conscious mental brain person is not doing it. It's being done. I'm being done. And in that is such a freedom, because the person body doesn't have to figure anything out. The person body is just being used. It's just like this clay pot, empty, available. Use me every day. Same thing. Every day, this joyful expression. No difference. No good days, no bad days. There's no future, there's no past. There's this eternal present moment expressing itself through you every breath. You are that.